Now, there's only 2 men that I've ever cooked a prawn pasta for.
How'd that go?
I got both times.
Did you get engaged?
Absolutely. But I was engaged in some serious yeah. It was
Okay.
and they we'll bleep it out. Anyway. Yeah. Today we're cooking a prawn pasta. Welcome to Crudités a day. My name is Ellen.
I'm April.
And today we are cooking up a sexy season finale in the form of
Horny pasta.
Ingredients for this recipe, super simple. We've got a garlic, probably like 4 cloves, I would say.
Yeah, to your taste,
Yeah.
but the more the merrier, I reckon.
Gives you that really nice bad breath in the bedroom. Now, how many shallots?
2, we could maybe do 3.
Yeah,
Depending on the size. 2 biggies, 3 smallies.
And
yeah.
you'll also see a red hot chili here. We prefer fresh. You can use dried. Doesn't matter. Whatever you got going on. I'm just cutting this finely. Okay.
And I'm going to pop this one on the mandolin. These shallots are going to bring such a beautiful sweetness to the dish, as is the prawns. I'm going to also zest a whole lemon. We're amping up. Again, there's not that many ingredients. So
Yeah.
the ones that we are using, we're going to use them in plenty.
Now, Avril, what I normally do is I actually dice it, but today I've actually just cut it on the bias.
Good on you.
It seeds in. We want that punch. We want that chili, that bite,
think
you know,
the other
the
thing-
fire, a bit of heat
But
in the loin.
May I say something?
Yes.
I think a good little thing. Don't look it before, but I've just
May I?
done that.
Oh.
Just do a little spot test. Because if it is going to blow your cunt off, what you need to do is recalibrate.
true.
Maybe don't use the whole thing.
You right? That's hot, isn't it?
But it's perfect.
It's fine. Once it's in the sauce and it's gone.
And what we've got there is the ingredients.
It's a lot. Yeah. Lemon, chili, garlic.
I've grated these lemons, the rind. I'm going to grab the juice out of them. And what are you doing?
We're going to grate these tomatoes for this dish. Normally I would get some cherry tomatoes and whack them in for simplicity and ease. But today we're going to grate. And now I learnt this on TikTok. Just fell like that. Oh. Very sharp, is it? Shit.
No. Go for it. The skin, you grate it and the skin will kind of be left over, but I think that's perfect because you don't really want to be eating the skin in the pasta.
Look at that.
See?
That reminds me of that film. Where does he put that thing on? Hannibal Lecter or something? Put something over his face. I haven't seen it though,
The
but
salami. I think for this recipe, 2 tomatoes. We don't need a lot. It's just going to provide a little bit of acidity, a little bit of freshness.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in towards the end. And again, as you said, cherry tomatoes would be perfect for
Yes.
this. Or you can leave them out completely. Or if you want it, do a vegetarian version. Still very horny, no prawns, but to double down on the tomatoes.
absolutely.
What do you think about that?
Stunning. When we add cream later, God, you'd be bloody happy with a bowl of that. In your fingers.
I don't know. It's disgusting. If I'm going to have pasta, I'm going to have bread because it's basically all over. So I might as well just double down.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a simple garlic bread. What have we put in there?
So in here we have... In here we've got unsalted butter. In here we've got unsalted butter, oregano, some thyme, and it's all dried. It's all stuff that's in the pantry.
So put a little bit of basil in there, a couple of fennel seeds. You could put some chili flakes. You could even pop a bit of cheese in there, olive oil,
Make it your
vegan.
own. Yeah, absolutely.
We've cut this not all the way to the bottom, so it's still holding together.
And then what we do is we got that. Look at that. And it doesn't need to be spread across the whole thing, because what's going to happen, you see, is that when you're in the oven, when we're in the oven, when the bread's in the oven, it's going to melt through.
We'll do it 15 minutes at 180. Then we'll unrobe it for maybe 5, so it gets a bit crispy on top.
Is it derobe or unrobe?
Perfect. Ellen, when you get up in the morning, you're horny.
Hello.
Come in. I've learned a couple of things from the horse's mouth about a martini.
Who's wolf?
My horse.
Ah,
I'm a pony girl from way back. And the key is everything has to be cold.
Yeah.
Cold. So what you're seeing here is
cuspy of a horse, isn't it? Anyway.
okay. Ice. Ice is like the key ingredient in a martini. None of that ice cube shit. It melts too quickly. Too much dilution makes it too watery. So what you're going to do is fill a Tupperware container with ice. That's the best way to get a big chunk. Hang on. You get your chunks. You're just going to go to the back of the spoon. Chuck that in. Ellen, you're going to make these as well. I'm coming. And you're going to make it. We're going to both do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Back of the spoon. Back of the spoon.
Jesus Christ.
In there. You want big chunks. You don't want that to melt too quickly.
Okay, yes, sir.
Step 1, ice. Second thing, gin. Gin is the key ingredient in this recipe. What we want is something that has no botanicals. Like we want a London gin. We want something really, really neutral. That's 30 ml.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's just 60 ml. 60 ml. Okay. 60 ml. Dry the vermouth. Keep it in the fridge. Don't put it in the freezer. It doesn't have enough alcohol in it to not
freeze. Yeah.
So keep it in the fridge. We're going to do 10 ml. So if you don't have a measuring cup, what you're going to try and remember is it's like 5 parts or 6 parts gin, 1 part vermouth. And what they call this is wets. That's a kiss of the wets. We're going to swizzle that for 10. Swizzle that for 10. We're going to go around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
7, 8,
9, 10.
There we go. Another ingredient is a cold glass. As I said before, everything has to be cold. If friends are coming over, depending on the night, chuck it in the freezer.
And that's not too hard to do.
I mean, what, putting a glass in the freezer?
Not that hard.
It's not that hard.
Make
not
the
that
time. A little bit of extra effort.
So we've
Big
got
payoff.
one for you, one for me.
Thank you.
The chunks of the ice are big enough that it's melted enough. There's enough water.
Yeah.
It's diluted that gin to the perfect amount. So just going to strain that in case there's any little icy bits.
Okay.
Pop that over there. There you go. Strain yours.
It's pure alcohol.
And while you're doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this lemon. Now I know a lemon twist can be a little bit tricky and we don't have to do anything fancy here. But what we want to do is get the oils of that lemon skin into the glass. So we're going to twist that and then we're going to...
Am I squeezing anything out?
That's it.
And that goes in.
That goes in.
Beautiful.
We're not doing a dirty martini today. A dirty martini has a place in my heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not for today. But we do want to serve it.
Oh.
We're going to serve it with an olive. So there we have a martini
Wowee.
with a bit of fizzy water
That's beautiful, doll.
and an olive.
You'll see that we've had a bit of a change in scenery here. We're at the stove because we're about to cook our pasta. Let's go. Avril, what have we got?
Big old chunk of butter.
We're just melting the butter slightly and the shallots are going to go in. Doesn't need to be too hot.
I think we should salt and pepper them because I think at every point in this recipe we need to be adding depth of flavour. Leave it low and slow. Let those flavours develop. Let it get all gooey and melty and jammy.
Our shallots are perfectly stringy and jammy, and while we've done that, we've put a pot of boiling water on the go, and it's salty as the Mediterranean Sea, as Nigella likes it, for our pasta to be dunked inside of.
Now we're going to add the rest of our amaratics or aromatics, depending on what side of where you're from.
This is our garlic, this is our chili, and it's our lemon rind. Okay?
I'm going to deglaze this with about 1.5 to 2 cups of white wine.
You go to 1.5 to 2 cups. Oh, wow. Cooking wine is a myth. So use something that you're going to drink. It doesn't need to be super fancy, but it needs to be delicious. Because you're going to eat it. The flavor's going to infuse in that.
And you're going to shit it out anyway.
Jeez. What's happened is we've reduced this a little bit and we're going to add some cream to this white wine concoction. So Avril, cream me out, soldier.
This is the whole thing of cream, and we're not going half that. There's just absolutely no point.
Absolutely not. It's a full fat situation here. That's a thickened cream, but you could use a beautiful double cream. I've been known to do that many a time.
Yeah, it needs to be fatty because you want the fat to emulsify and stick to the pasta. That needs to go on a low heat now.
Yeah.
The water has boiled, so I'm going to pop
The water hath boiled.
a packet of pasta. Packet of pasta, people.
Now,
Packet
not
of
the
pasta.
whole thing, but just
A packet?
yeah,
Which is that? Just like a girth. You want a girth of pasta. Chuck her in,
chuck her in.
and Siri set timer for 6 minutes. We're going to do this 6 minutes,
Okay.
and then
Hey Siri.
back.
Make sure to go out on three. So two.
I'm not doing.
Now we're going to add our beautiful grated tomatoes. Let's go.
We'll let that cook off for a little bit, but it doesn't need to cook for much because we still want that beautiful fresh tomato taste.
So we've got some chopped prawns that we're going to add into our mixture here.
We've chopped them up because it means you're getting little tiny pieces of prawn in every single bite, and then we're adding in the whole prawns, and we're going to pop those on presentation on top. But it is beautiful to have that mixture. Now for the messiest part, we're going to transfer the pasta into the dish, and we're going to finish everything in the pot. It still needs about 5 minutes. This pasta isn't cooked all the way through.
And what is it, Avril?
Well, it's actually not even al dente. It's al dente. So it's still bitey, it's biting in the bite. Oh, so sorry. And as we do this, the water is latching onto the pasta, and we're adding that precious pasta water into the dish. Pasta water is probably like the secret ingredient to pasta, I think.
It's if there's anything you're going to do when you cook pasta next time, you promise us that you're going to add pasta water to your pasta.
Absolutely.
So that's a promise.
And we're just going to grab a mug. We're going to add, look at that. That looks like my piss. We're going to add that in.
So we're putting some lemon in here as well. Bit of pepper, bit of salt.
And at this moment too, we can turn it down to its lowest setting
Yes.
because we can almost turn it off. It probably needs about 3 minutes.
And so this is right.
Yeah, so I reckon we can turn it up because it's going to sit there for 5 minutes while we back around.
She bangs, she bangs. Oh, baby, when she moves, she moves. I go crazy when she stays like a ladder, and she stays like a baby. Forever going in history. Disastrous, as per usual. From the land of the gods, we have a very special olive oil. From Greece, from the actual place, from a very good friend, Nicola. And we're going to just finish our beautiful dish with a drizzle of this. Oh, it's quite a big drizzle. A glug, I would say. But you know what? Nothing wrong with that. It's perfect. This is incredible. I could drink this.
The wetter the better.
My morning coffee. In my coffee. Stunning.
Oh.
I don't want to share this. She's gone straight in, and I'm just going to go like this. Look at this. Absolutely perfect. Oh. And it'll not full. It's perfectly full. So got a bit of bite. We're spaghetti with tomato.
Well, as much as it is layered and rich with cream and butter, it's also still really bright and fresh. Because of the lemon, the pasta has soaked up all that flavour and left it beautifully textured. The prawn is adding an Australiana quality to it that you can't quite put your finger on.
And it's the chili. It's the chili that lifts.
It's that
The chili lifts very subtly. Yeah. It's not too spicy, but it's just lifting it. Oh, beautiful. We've done it again. And that's a wrap. Season 1. Done.
What have you learned?
I've learned a lot about you. I've learned a lot about your hygiene habits.
I've learned like fucking nothing.
About me. About cooking. in general. But
Yeah.
we've had a really beautiful time, a great
time.
And how romantic is this? We get to share our final meal together.
Oh, feel before we die, it's so special.
Before we dive into season 2, Warner Brothers sponsoring us. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna bloody cheers.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Thanks for watching.
And guess what? You don't have to be that good. You just have to really love it.
Exactly right. That's beautiful sentiment.
You're
Here we go.
so welcome.
Cheers. I'm sad it's over.
Me too.
You like that bit of a surprise for you? You weren't expecting it, were you?